Welcome to Wuxiaworld's Teahouse Season 2. I'm your host, Yojj.
And I'm Tokki.
Woo! Episode 1 of Season 2 is now on. And for our first guest, we have Jasper with us. Hi, Jasper.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
No worries. Good to be here.
Happy New Year, guys! Happy 2025.
Yes. Happy New Year. We're a bit belated, but with Happy New Year's to everybody.
Mhm.
I hope everyone had a good start.
But yeah, how do you guys spend your New Year?
Well, I spent it with family.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you?
How about me? I had a nice day out. I went to see a play, had a nice dinner, and yeah, that was it really.
How about you,
Okay.
Tokki? How did you spend New Year's?
Oh, I spent it with injections on my arm. It
Oh.
felt good.
Why don't you expand on that? Expand on that, please. Expand. Let's not get canceled already.
Okay, so I came down with a bad flu. So yeah, I had plans, but I had to cancel all of them, and I had to spend it in the hospital.
Wow, was that serious?
Had marvelous plans. Yeah, I was feeling fluish, and then I felt better, and then just overnight I started burning up like high fever, like 39 degrees.
Ugh.
So went to the hospital, and yeah, apparently there was a nasty flu bug going around.
Yeah, I had to cancel Christmas plans with family. They couldn't come over because they had the flu, so
Ooh,
yeah, had to spend it just like with my family.
Yikes.
that's rough.
But you know, the first thing I asked my doctor was like, is it COVID? And he was like, no, it's not COVID. It's the flu. I was like, no, is it COVID all over again? He was like, no, don't worry about that. It's just a flu. Yeah.
It's just the flu.
But the hospitals were packed. Yeah.
Well, I'm really glad that you're in Korea with Korea's health system and not in America with American's health system. But that is a different story. Let's get straight into our episode, yeah?
Alrighty.
Jasper. I know I just said hi, Jasper, but why don't you introduce yourself? Like, what role do you play in our company? Who are you?
So I'm Jasper. I am in charge of Wuxiaworld's operations. So that kind of covers a very broad range of stuff.
I never know what you do exactly.
Yeah, I know. So it's everything from like overseeing customer support. That's quite a big one. So the kind of refund requests, all the support tickets, relaying feedback from readers to our tech team, that kind of thing. But then it can also be like organizing contracts with like translators and members, announcing new stuff on the site, coordinating like social media things. Necessarily, sometimes it's like planning posts. It can be planning events for the website as well, like some of the anniversary stuff. And just generally whatever needs doing that doesn't have like a dedicated like team or person for it, really.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so it can vary a lot. Sometimes I'm
Half
really
of it
busy.
sounds boring.
Don't be mean.
Yeah, it keeps me in work. It's okay. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Was that always your role, or did you kind of transition into that as the company grew?
Yeah, it wasn't originally. So I joined basically as the assistant of the original founder and CEO, RWX, Ren. So my original role was basically just to kind of do minor like administrative stuff. So answering emails, dealing with translators a little bit, but nothing that major. But then as the company grew, the role expanded.
So when you first joined, how big was the company that the original owner, our CEO, needed an assistant to answer emails for him?
I mean, it was a big company in terms of like readership and traffic, but in terms of staff, it was tiny.
How tiny?
When I joined, it was Ren, it was Mitch, our lead web developer, and it was Alvaro, our at the time he was like a server manager and also data guy. Now he's focuses more on like data and product management. So yeah, it was just 4 of us at that time. It was tiny.
The 4 of you for everything.
Yep. Yeah. So Mitch for all of the tech stuff and like development, Alvaro for the servers, Ren for the licensing, the translator management, the all kinds of general stuff, and then me for the smaller kind of admin stuff.
Oh, wow. That's a really tight-knit group then.
Yeah, it was a very different time. So I mean, the workload was smaller back then because we had less intricate like payment stuff and like a lot less novels and translators, obviously. So there was like a lower workload, but obviously, a very small team, so it was very different.
Interesting.
I think this is the first time I actually understood what it was that you did as an operational head. I'm always like, what role does Jasper play? But now I do. Now I know.
Well, that's good.
Now I know. But
I still don't
people.
understand what he does.
he puts out the announcements for us, and along with the other announcements.
Yeah,
Right?
I'll just have to come back again
So-
and like do another take in a future episode, I guess. Try again.
Yeah, so jokes aside, like he's the second person from Wuxiaworld I talked to. I mean, first being Cozy, you know, with a test and all. And I remember I was like hounding him. I was hounding you, right, Jasper? I was like,
Yeah,
"Where's my contract? Where can I start?"
yeah, back then.
And he's like, "Yeah, I'm a bit busy right now." Then like
Yeah.
3 hours later, are you still busy?
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of like the midpoint where like the workload was increasing a lot, but we still didn't have that many staff
Yeah.
members. So yeah, it was extra hectic back then.
And there was another funny thing as well. Like I was telling Cozy like Jasper, and then Cozy would be like correcting me Jasper, but I kept calling him Jasper.
Yeah, that was just my username, and like
Yeah.
I don't really like, use it in person or anything, but I just like haven't like I'm not bothered enough to change it either. So yeah, I don't really
Yeah.
care.
I like the patapon, by the way.
I know,
I
yeah.
used to play patapon. Yeah.
It's so good. It was like my favorite game for years.
Yeah, it is. You should try it, Yojj. The
Is
game
that
goes
the-
like pata 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 pon pon pon
Is that
pon
the
pon.
horse-like thing? Is that a horse?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a rhythm game. So you like control
I
some
forgot
characters.
rhythms.
Yeah, and then you like kind of press the buttons in time with the rhythm to play the game. It's really fun. It was on the PSP in like 2008, 9, 10, like that kind of time.
Yeah. It was
You know,
really good.
when I was first talking with Jasper, when I was first joining this company, I really thought he was much older for whatever reason.
I get that a lot, actually. Yeah.
And then I found out your age, and now I was like, "You're so young." I was really
Yeah.
shocked.
Jesus, I thought I was the mean one.
I'm saying he's. I don't know, man.
No, yeah, I did have that from like a lot of people. Yeah, because when I joined, I was, how old was I? I think I was like 18, 19. Yeah.
See, wow, you joined really young then.
Yeah, I was still like at university. I kind of joined, I didn't intend to join. I just kind of got chosen, really.
How did you find the company? If it was such a
Well,
small company, how?
So I found it in 2015, I think. So that was when I was just like, I was on Reddit basically, on the like light novel subreddit. And at the time, all of the Chinese novels were being posted on there, on the light novel subreddit. And eventually they got like kicked off and like made their own subreddit, which was novel translations. So at the time it was Ren posting his translations on that. So I found one of them, like Coiling Dragon. I started reading it just to see what it was about, and I really liked it. So then I picked up other novels like Against the Gods and like MGA and like Tales of Demons and Gods, and kept going from there. So then I wanted to help out a bit and get involved because I was studying English as well. So I was thinking like, this is translating, there's like editing involved, that's English stuff. So if I could like get involved with that, it could look good on my CV, on my like university application. So I thought, see if I can like join in. And then I did, but not with Wuxiaworld, with like a different person. And then we joined a bigger site. And then we like moved from there to Wuxiaworld. So I was just there editing originally. And then I ended up joining the company.
So you first joined as an editor and then you became an assistant? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. So I was editing on Wuxiaworld from like 2017 but I didn't join like Wuxiaworld itself. I joined the translator who then moved to Wuxiaworld. So I just got brought along.
But then how did you get connected with Ren?
Well, that's a funny story. So back in the summer of 2018, there was a company trip to Thailand, to Bangkok, for the translators. Because back then, because it was still very small, it was like, just a few staff members plus maybe about 20 translators. So the plan was that the company would pay for everyone to come to Bangkok to like meet up, have some meetings and stuff. Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I know. Really cool
I
trip.
remember that. Yeah, you guys posted a picture of like the whole group picture and all, right?
Yeah, I'm in that picture. So it was supposed to be just for the translators and the staff, not for the editors. But my translator couldn't go on the trip because he had a wedding to go to. So he said to Ren, like, hey, you're like offering me this slot. I can't take it. But can Jasper have it instead since you've like got this slot? And Ren said, yeah, sure, he can come instead. So I was there, like, that was my first time traveling alone, going to Bangkok at like 18 on my own. Then I turn up at the hotel, meet up with Deathblade, start talking to him, which was really weird for me as a reader, and Etvo as well. So yeah, that was really, really weird experience.
At 18, I bet it was. That's so young.
Yeah, first time traveling, going to like another country where I don't know the language or anything on my own. It was really weird. I'm there on the trip. It's like just a 5-day thing. We like do some fun events and stuff, and then on like the third or fourth day, Ren calls me to talk to him, just to like have like a one-on-one meeting. I don't really know.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I know. I didn't really know what it was about. Just thought maybe he wants to get to know me a bit better, or like talk about my role as an editor. So I go and talk to him. We like have a chat, and then he offers me a job.
Just like that.
Yeah. So it was very lucky timing. So while
that
we were
must have been one impression that you left him.
Apparently, I don't know. So while we were there in Bangkok, his like original assistant, who was working for the company at the time but didn't go on the trip, he resigned during that trip.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened? That sounds like tea.
Not getting into that today.
Okay.
That was long in the past. So that happened. It was like nothing to do with me. I was just there, like on the trip, having fun. And then so I'm talking to Ren, and he says like, "Hey, my assistant just quit. The company gets lots of emails. I need someone to answer them. I can't just leave them. Do you want to do it?" I'm like, "Sure, okay." And that's how I got my job. That's it from there.
I'm kind of really impressed.
Yeah, it was like right place at the right time.
Yeah, it's like the right people not showing up and the right people quitting.
Yeah, it was like very, very lucky.
But I do have one question though. Like before you went to Bangkok, did you watch the Hangover movie?
I had watched it, yeah. I had.
Yojj, have you watched The Hangover?
Oh, Bradley Cooper's in it, right?
Yeah.
That's all I remember. Everything else is just whew. But why?
Yeah, when did that come out?
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago. I feel old talking about that.
It's 2018, right? Yeah, so it is like 7 years ago. Back when we were still young, Yojj.
I'm still young. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm still young. I'm gonna copy Vila and say, what did she say? That she's always 17? I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
You know the name of that clothing shop, Forever 21?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, my baby cousin told that to my mom one day, and then she just pulled out her wallet and she's like, that was so sweet of her, and she gives him money. And I'm like, you sly dog. That's one smart way to get money.
Well, you can try it. I mean, you say that you're still young, right? You can try. You can go ahead and try it.
Like, Mom, you look Forever 21, Mom. That's where you should shop because you're Forever 21. I don't think that would work for me. I make fun of her too much. I make fun of her.
We got off track. Yeah, let's get back on track.
Story of our life. That sounds like what we do all the time. Okay, so what we were just talking about before Hangovers, or the movie Hangover?
The Hangover, yeah.
Hangover.
The
No,
Hangover.
Bangkok. Here, his Bangkok trip. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Bangkok.
What about that translator you were editing for with? Did you
Yeah,
just
so
ditch him? Like, okay, bye, or do you still edit with him?
no, so yeah, that was Hyorin Maru. That was his username. Yeah, so we carried on. So our novel was Martial World. It was one of the maybe one of the like around the first 20 novels in Wuxiaworld, a bit later, I think, because we joined with that in like early 2017. So then we kept working on that. So I was like part time doing Wuxiaworld stuff and then part time editing still. So that carried on until like I think we finished that novel maybe about 2020. I can't remember exactly. And then we took on another novel after that, which we finished maybe like early last year or the year before, probably the year before. And then he quit translating. So that's when I kind of gave up on editing because I didn't want to like ditch him, as you said, to just to focus on Wishworld stuff. I wanted to stick with him because he was I really liked working with him. But yeah, after we finished the latest novel, the second novel, yeah, I didn't want to like take on new work.
Mm-hmm.
Did you enjoy editing, or do you enjoy this being the operational head more?
I like some parts of it more. I like the fact that it was practical work. Like actually, I get into a chapter, I work on the chapter, and then it's done, and I've got like a finished product. Whereas with this kind of work, yeah, it can be like kind of endless, like planning things or meetings, and like just also kind of talking to people about what they should do, not directly working on stuff. I don't like that sometimes. Whereas editing, yeah, you're just focusing on the product.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but then of course the cons of editing were that it was like a very firm daily commitment, like 2 chapters per day, every day, 7 days a week, for like I think did that for like maybe like 7-8 years. So like being free of that daily commitment was really nice when I stopped. So yeah, there are pros and cons.
You said 18, right? So you were part-timing 2 different jobs while in college?
Yep, and my grades probably suffered as a result, honestly.
But like, hey, you already had a job, so
Exactly, yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't die.
Yeah. Well, luckily my degree was in English, so it wasn't that intense. Like, I maybe only had like,
yeah.
maybe like 15 hours of classes per week or something. So yeah, I was okay.
Did you have a social life?
Not as much as I should have, probably. But I came out of university with like a good job like lined up for me.
That's true.
Well, that was
That's
another
good
story
enough.
actually, because that was like COVID times. So I wasn't really sure what I was going to do after university originally, because I was due to finish in like spring 2020, and then COVID hit, and like I think the UK shut down for it in like January or February 2020. So then I went home and was just like stuck there for like a year or two. So it was like I can't really like get a normal job right now. So I can just go full time with this instead. And yeah, still here.
But going back to your social life, you've been very, very active in the community back then, right? Like,
Yeah, I tried to.
posts and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to be involved with like on Discord, on our forum, on Reddit a bit as well, just to kind of communicate and just show that we care about what readers think. And also, I just enjoy it too. Like when I'm reading a novel, I like to comment as well and get involved in the conversation.
Yeah, I do remember like seeing you pop up from here and there.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of consider him to be the face of the company. Sorry, Mitch and Alvaro. I don't really know you. Kind of.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Mitch especially doesn't really like doing that kind of stuff, so they'd push it on me if they could anyway. So yeah.
What? You're like chuckling over there.
Just a story I remember of Mitch. I met Mitch in Korea, and getting him to talk while he was sitting beside me was a challenge.
Yeah, Mitch is a really nice guy. But yeah, his thoughts are focused on
nice, but he's
development.
quite introverted. Yeah,
he is. Yeah,
I
mean, yeah, I am as well.
Introverted.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very
This
introverted.
whole company is introverted.
Yeah, I mean, it is the perfect like company and job for it, really.
It really is.
That's true. That's true.
It just attracts us.
Now I'm wondering, like, we're a much bigger company than before when there's only 4 of you guys, right, Jasper?
Yeah, I think staff members were at. Should I say the exact number? We're a bigger company now.
Have you met everybody?
Not everybody, but I've met a fair few. I've met one of our members in Malaysia, 2 or 3 from the Philippines. Mitch, obviously, and Alvaro I've met a few times. Cozy I've met as well. You guys I've met.
Wait,
Yeah.
I don't think I've met you.
No, I didn't. Yeah, we were in LA at that time, but yeah, we didn't.
And
meet
then
in
you guys got
person.
COVID.
Yeah. COVID strikes again. Oh, yeah, that was.
Yeah, you guys were all the way in LA. I drove out to meet you guys, and you were like, "Hey, JK, we have COVID. We're all quarantined."
That was so sad.
And-
We got
And
stuck there
Yojj
for
was
like an
like
extra
a quick
10 days.
U-turn. Nope, I'm not going there.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that was so
took
sad.
Cozy on the shittiest tour ever.
Oh. Yeah, because we were. Yeah, I had to go home late. I was stuck in a hotel for like 10 days in Beverly Hills.
In Beverly Hills.
Yeah, not fun.
Not fun. You are stuck in a hotel in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Well, that's it for episode 1. I think we could wrap up episode 1 there, right, Tokki?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so too. Because we got all of Jasper's life stories.
I was just replying to Kun. Yeah.
I can't believe you're replying to Kun and not to me.
Kun was like, any editing to be done? I'm suffering from withdrawal symptoms right now.
Lies.
Thanks for joining us on Wuxiaworld's Teahouse. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to hit the follow button to stay updated with our latest releases. If you want more tea, hop over to our social media or Discord. And send us an email if you want to spill the tea. We'll be back every Friday of each month, so check out our website, wuxiaworld.com. See you in the next episode. Bye!